3,000 years ago, people didn't have science. They didn't have Google. So how did they explain thunder? Earthquakes? Why people are so messy? They told stories. And those stories became Greek mythology. Today I'm going to break down the gods, the heroes, and where the world even came from, in a way that actually makes sense. And trust me, by the end you'll see why these old myths are still running our lives. So picture this. Mount Olympus. Clouds, gold thrones, drama. That's where the Greek gods lived. And they were powerful, yeah, but also petty, jealous, in love, making bad decisions. Sound familiar? That's the point. The Greeks didn't make perfect gods. They made mirrors. Alright, let's start at the beginning. Where did everything even come from? So in the beginning there was nothing. Just chaos. From chaos pops out Gaia, the earth. Tartarus, the underworld. And Eros, love. Gaia then has a kid with the sky, Uranus. And they have these giant kids called the Titans. But Uranus is a terrible dad. So one of his sons, Cronus, takes him out with a sickle. Yeah, wild. Cronus becomes king. But he's paranoid. He hears one of your kids will overthrow you, so what does he do? He eats them. His wife Rhea is like, nope, and hides the last baby, Zeus. Zeus grows up, makes his dad throw up all his brothers and sisters, and boom, war. 10 years of God versus Titan. Zeus and the crew win. Power never lasts. Every generation gets replaced. Think about it. Kodak, Blockbuster, MySpace. Same story. After the war, 3 brothers had to split the universe. Zeus took the sky. Poseidon took the sea. Hades got stuck with the underworld. That's why Greeks thought thunder, waves, and death were all separate forces. It was literally a family business. Alright, now the fun part. The 12 Olympians. These weren't distant, perfect gods. They were messy. Let me introduce you to the main cast. Zeus, king of the gods. Dude with the lightning bolt. Leader, but also couldn't keep it in his pants. Lesson: with great power comes great responsibility, and great temptation. Hera, queen. Goddess of marriage. And she did not play when it came to protecting her family. Lesson: protect what's yours. Poseidon, god of the sea. Trident guy. Moody. One bad day and he'd cause an earthquake. Lesson: nature doesn't care about your plans. Athena, my favorite. Goddess of wisdom and strategy. She was born straight out of Zeus's head. Lesson: brains will always beat brawn. Every time. Apollo, sun, music, healing. The talented one. Ares, god of war. Just violence. No plan. Lesson: this is the difference. Ares fights dumb. Athena fights smart. Which one are you at work? See why they made the gods human? Because if even gods struggle with ego, jealousy, and bad choices, then maybe it's okay that we do too. The goal is to learn. Now the heroes. These were half god, half human. And their whole job was to suffer and become legends. Hercules. Guy had to do 12 impossible tasks. Kill a lion. Clean 3,000 years of poop. Steal golden apples. The lesson: you don't get strong without hard stuff. Your 12 labors are building you right now. Odysseus. Took 10 years to get home after a war. Ran into monsters, sirens, witches. How'd he survive? He outsmarted everyone. There's this one story where sirens sing and sailors crash their ships. Odysseus tells his crew to tie him to the mast so he can hear the song but not crash. The lesson: tie yourself to the mast. In 2027, that's deleting TikTok when you have work to do. Strategy beats strength. Perseus. Had to kill Medusa. A monster who turns you to stone if you look at her. So what does he do? He looks at her reflection in a shield. Cuts her head off. The lesson: don't stare your biggest problem in the face. Come at it sideways. Use tools. Use help. So why should you care about stories from 3,000 years ago? Because humans haven't changed. We still deal with greed, ego, fear, love. The Greeks just packaged the lessons as stories so we'd remember them. Here are 5 that hit me the hardest. King Midas got everything he touched to turn to gold. Even food. He almost starved. Translation: don't chase only money. You'll kill the things that actually matter. Icarus flew too close to the sun with wax wings. Melted. Fall. Translation: don't scale too fast without a system. Your wings will melt. Athena versus Ares. Wisdom versus rage. Translation: in business, in arguments, in life, think first. Dude had to push a boulder up a hill forever. Translation: if you hate your work, it'll feel like that forever. Pick work you can push. It's not about getting home fast. It's about who you become on the journey. Look, Greek myths aren't just stories. They're manuals. Manuals for money, for relationships, for not messing up your life. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one myth from today. Midas, Icarus, Athena, Odysseus. Ask yourself, where am I doing this in my life right now? That's where your growth is. Comment below and tell me, which god or hero do you relate to most? Zeus, Athena, Hercules, Odysseus? I'll reply and tell you what that says about your strengths.